Myles Garrett, the NFL sack leader right now with 9.5. He had missed practice all week due to an illness. That was Wednesday and Thursday. The news came out Friday morning that he's on the COVID-19 reserve list, and then came the report from the Cleveland Plain Dealer that he tested positive. The circumstances implied that because he'd been out of practice with an illness, but for whatever reason he didn't test positive until it would have been yesterday's sample analyzed off-site, result late last night, early this morning. That's the biggest name yet to miss a game due to COVID-19. We haven't had a franchise quarterback miss a game, and the next most important position in football. Oh, we did have Cam. Never mind. I still think Myles Garrett right now. I think it's. Let me try to clean the crap off my shoe here. The biggest player not named Cam Newton is Myles Garrett, and I think as consequential, given the current circumstances that the Browns are in, where they're 6-3. They're clinging to the bottom of the ladder of the playoff hierarchy, and they've got 6 games left. Wait, they're 6-3. They got 7 games left. 4 they should win, 3 they should lose. If one of those games they should win flips to a loss, that's 9-7, and that may not get them in. And if it's enough just to give Carson Wentz more time and have him get out of whatever funk he's in, If the Eagles beat the Browns on Sunday, all of a sudden the Browns are on a track that very well could be no postseason.
Yeah, this is huge, Mike. I agree with you. Whether it's the biggest in the NFL this season or second to Cam Newton, however you want to phrase that, but he is as big a part of the Browns as Cam Newton is of the Patriots. There's no question. Does lead the NFL and has forced 4 fumbles, and I think he was right there in that Defensive Player of the Year conversation. Now, I still think Aaron Donald is the favorite, and T.J. Watt's right there. Maybe he was third in that conversation, but he was right there. And let's face it, the 2 teams they play next, the Eagles, they lead the league in sacks allowed with 35. He was going to have a big game probably this week, and then they play the Jaguars next week. So this suddenly has become a huge game for the Browns without their defensive leader. Adrian Claiborne or Porter Gustin is really going to have to step up and do something in this game for the Browns. And they need them bad, because without Myles Garrett, that defense is not the same defense that we've seen this season. And more may be on Baker Mayfield, too, frankly, to produce more than he has this season.
Yeah, they've got that great running game with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, but at some point Baker Mayfield may have to win a game, and it could turn into not necessarily a shootout, but it's going to be easier for the Eagles to move the ball and score points than it would have been if Myles Garrett were playing. And this is just part of that not quite avalanche, but as Peter King pointed out earlier today on PFT Live, the numbers are way up of positives and guys who are on COVID-19 reserve. And the NFL keeps checking boxes one game after another, getting them played. I'm really concerned about what's going to happen after Thanksgiving, after everyone travels, even though the CDC says don't travel, after everyone has mini super spreader gatherings next Thursday while they eat and pass out and watch football and share the virus and take it back to their home cities. And a couple of weeks after the fact, it could be far worse for everyone than it is now, and it could be far worse for the NFL.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.